Okay, so I'm down off the roof. I've cleaned my brush. It took me about 2 hours to do all the way to that corner, okay, down to there, and then I turned around and went, so I can stand over here without falling off the sandpit. So now I've gone from this corner all the way down to there. So next week, when I get up there, I'll finish off those panels and I'll touch up where I've, missed and painted some of the other colours. So I've got to finish the three main colours up here. So there's the chocolate brown, the sort of the baby poo brown, and then there's the manna red on this side. So then, and I've got to do, I think, a little bit up there, touch up there. Then I've got to start over the top of the carport and the veranda and down the side. So that'll be next week's job. There'll be a few, and it sounds like the Banditos have arrived in town. As you can hear them, they were expected to arrive this weekend, and I think they're a little bit early. So I've got to do this side, and as I said, some on the front of the house to finish it. And then that is most of the painting done on our 1800s house. So this up here, all the boards have got to be replaced. And I think if I'm going to replace them, I'm going to put the new look hardy planks up there, which resemble the weatherboards a lot closer. They're about the same height and the same thickness, rather than the older style of hardy planks. So I've got to do those and some around the side here, or the back of the house, where I've noticed a little bit of rot down in these places. So these are going to be replaced. These will be replaced with those boards, not those ones. Those ones are only there because it's behind a planter. But these are all going to have to be replaced right down to the other end and around the other side. As you can see there, that's all been picked out, it's all rotten. So we've got that. And down there to do, and possibly along there. We'll see how we go. So these are the sort of things you have to do when you own an older house. This is an 1800s house. It is renovated inside. Don't know whether we've got enough light to go for a walk quickly into the house. And down here. And this is just some of the house itself. So we've had a lot of the plaster work repaired. We've had the panellings put on here and around, etc. So we've got all these done, the chair rails, we've done all the wallpapering. So here, huge mirror we've hung. We've had the lights fitted, all this sort of done. Get down here, put these lights on. Oh, okay, the two-way switching is not working well today, is it? Something we're going to have to get someone in to look at. It's never worked since the day we walked in the place. That's interesting. It's not working there at all, so we've got no lights here, it looks like. That's an interesting thing, we'll have a look at that later. Anyway, so this is the parlour, the front parlour. Yeah, so everything else is working fine. We've restored all this. Had to do quite a bit of work. All the plaster work has been done. We're in the process of doing up some chairs for a kitchen table. We've got all our prints up. The chiffoniers are now back in here. The floors have been done. All the panelling's been done. We're working on some couches and, not couches, some window bay seats from another house at the moment. We've got the new to us chandelier up. That was an effort in itself. So that's about it, really. This is our 1870s house. So I won't take you in there, but you can have a look at the front door there. Yeah, oh, that side light is working. So all very nice. We've had the pavements specially made for us. the plaster install those. There's another one on that side. But there's none from this arch down because as far as we were concerned, this is basically the working area, not the area that you really sort of have a tendency to do up. Oh, there we go. So that's what it looks like with the lights on. So you can see that we've got matching side lights to the overheads, the mirror. We're having a big clear out of stuff to go to the op shop. So this is our 1800s house that we've been slowly working on for about the last 3 years. It has taken us a while. It took us a while to get all the floors done. We had to have one room done at a time so that we could move everything from one room to the next room to the next room and so on. That was a lot of fun. So at the moment we're in the process of doing up another house which will be going up for sale when it's finished. So this is, don't worry about that. I was having an issue with something, we've managed to fix it. So this is one of the bathrooms. It's not our bathroom, this is what we call the guest bathroom. Big LED light window there, a double glazed for safety. There's a 5mm sheet of glass on the other side, safety glass on the other side of the LED light. We had to fit for safety reasons because you wouldn't want to fall through this, we're told, by the glazier, so all that had to be done. Bit of an unusual old style, what would you call, a dual flush fitted inside of a wooden box which we helped design. We had a plumber plumb it in for us. I just erected all the woodwork and bits and pieces. So the lights are up there, a skylight up there as well. I'll take you through into the dining room. Another chandelier. These lights actually generate light. The ones in the parlour and the front room don't, hardly any. So this is my Edison's gramophone there, fully restored. We do have a portable we put in the top to play records on. We've got a collection of records down at the bottom of the cupboard. We've got a butler's type servery over there. Fireplace is all done. New mantle. We bought the mantle second hand. We've had all the chimney redone to take it because it wouldn't fit properly before. It's a table we picked up off eBay. Another one off eBay, the chiffonier. Chairs are all off eBay or Gumtree. This is my partner's family, the photographs. War medals, grandfather. This is our little sunroom out here, all secondary glazed, not double glazed technically. There is 2 layers of glass 20mm apart. It cuts down the noise considerably, so I may do that throughout the house. Window that we changed, there were 2 single 400mm doors here originally, which were really weird. Didn't really give you good security, so we've taken those out, replaced all this. Has to be touched up in the corners where I've sanded it because it didn't quite meet properly. I couldn't get it to sit nicely. So a standard lamp over there. That's a sort of a gentleman's chair. There's the return vent I made for our heating system. Took it out of the wall and put it down there. Got to get an electrician back to finish off the PowerPoint. And that's about it. So this is pretty much our place. Okay, and I will leave it there. So we're still in the process of getting things finished. There's still a little bit of work here and there, a lot of painting still to do, as I said, and that's what I'm doing at the moment. Which would be nice to get it all done, and I have to sort of be careful with anything up around about 26, 27 is getting pretty hot when you're up there. And there's a lot more to do. As I say, the front half of the house has still got to be done. It's about the same amount as what I've just done today in the 4 colours. And there'll probably be a bit of woodworking to do up there, a bit of patching, that sort of thing. I'll check all the weatherboards whilst we're at it, make sure they're all in good condition. And that's about it. So this is the addition that was on the house when we bought it. And I think the previous owners put this addition on. We've sort of tidied it up a little bit. We changed all the kitchen cabinets. Some of those I built. The granite bench tops was a rescue from a house that was going to be demolished. I think it was South Yarra we got it from. We had to store those bench tops for almost 3 years before we could get them up here. And even then, when we did get them up here, they were a little bit too big, and we had to have a person who does gravestones and things like that and monuments. He cut it down for us and repolished it to make it all fit nicely, and reinstalled it for us, and did a really nice job on that. So this is where we are at the moment. I've got things like these doors to finish off. You can see I'm starting to paint them. We bought them in a raw state. They had not been used or installed. There was only the locks on them, but I've taken the locks off and we've given them a good sand and a coat of paint. So that's about where I'm up to at the moment. And with that, I'm going to wander into the workshop, because that's where I've got my Mac Mini at the moment. And I'll do some bit more editing on the Mac Mini and see about posting this. So thank you, and I hope you enjoyed the walk around.